We finally know who the main character of the Eternals will be. Now yes, much like the Guardians of the Galaxy, the entire cast can be considered main characters, but there is one that has to be really the central point. And we now know it will in fact be Gemma Chan's Cersei. So while speaking with Variety in regards to the Eternals and what we can expect and some of the creative changes that were made in regards to how they approach the property, the changes to characters, and of course making this a very diverse cast like it is in the comics, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige said, and I quote, "The notion of switching up the genders, sexualities, and ethnicities of the characters from the comics was baked into it initially. If there was a lead in this ensemble, it would be Cersei. It is Gemma Chan." End quote. Now, of course, previously Gemma Chan appeared in Captain Marvel playing Minerva. So it's one of those weird instances where we're getting a recast in the same exact universe, but it doesn't really matter, all things considered, because who really cares? She's going to look completely different, so it's fine. Now, the big takeaway here that everybody's pointing at is them changing things like gender, sexualities, ethnicities, and all that, which again, that's literally what all the live action adaptations have done. Change things around. So whatever, I don't care. I'm more interested in what they saw in her ability when she was cast, which we know she was one of the last additions to make her be, I guess, like the central character, the main character of this that we're going to see the movie through. Because it's an interesting choice to go, well, everybody suspects Icarus, so instead of Icarus, let's make it the other character nobody suspects. But I do want to note that he does word it in a way where he says, well, it's an ensemble film, but really, you know, I guess she's the standout. And this probably has to relate to her relationship with the other characters, and specifically Kit Harington's character, which we know from set photo leaks at least, that these two seem to be in some sort of relationship with one another. So that's probably the central, I guess, story of it, to kind of ground everything while we have all this other fantastical, cosmic, otherworldly stuff, which again, it does make sense when you really think about it, and if you read the most recent comics that are ongoing right now, you start to get the idea of, oh, okay, I kind of see what they're going to take, what they're going to use, and what they're changing, and how these comics might be insight into what's happening, which again, that's always what happens.